Hey everybody, it's Rory from A&S Gear. We're going to look at some brand new pads from Exalt today. These are the T3 elbow pads. They're pretty sweet. So we've got some colors out in front of us. We'll look at the gray ones. We'll talk about the red, white ones in a second. The size of these is a small medium, and they fit me relatively well. I would go one size up. The large, extra large fits me a little bit better. But these ones work well for doing videos with, so we'll go ahead and look at them. Starting on the underside right here. The top side at the bicep cuff has the elastic stretch top to it, so it's going to fit. Plus it has that rubberized silicone beading on the inside, so it'll keep it from sliding down once it's wrapped around your body. So it doesn't want to move because these do not have any kind of strap or anything to secure them or to tighten them down. They're relying on this to keep it up, to keep it from sliding down, and it does work. So it's not something that you should be thinking, oh gosh, there's no strap on the top of those, they're going to keep falling down. They don't. This ribbed, elastic, rubberized silicone, whatever it's going to be at the top, really does the job of holding it in place and keeping it from moving down. Running all the way down here, you've got that good stretch material, lightweight, breathable, comfortable material, easy on the skin, so it's not rough or irritating, and it keeps you nice and cool. So coming off the side of those, you have your first layer of protection right here. So there's actually 3 different layers of protection in this pad. They call it a tri-layer protection. You've got this first unit right here, which is kind of just on the sides, but it does carry over a little bit. And then what you can't see, what you can feel, is there's a section about this big, right where your elbow is going to fit. So right about here to here. So it runs kind of in an oval like this. So from the mid of your forearm up around your elbow to get you a good impact protection when you're hitting the ground. And then you've got the third layer on the top. So the outside layer of padding as well. So 3 different layers of padding in there to mold to your body, to be comfortable and to be protective, which is obviously why you're wearing elbow pads in the first place. Coming down to the bottom, nice size cuff at the bottom with a really large thumb hole. So I don't know why it's that big. Doesn't need to be that big, but it is. It's not in the way, it's not a problem, it's just a very large thumb hole. That's the right hand, so we'll switch these over here. The outside padding, you can see it is contoured to fit your elbow area, so this part already has some sort of cup shape to it to go around your elbow. Plus the stitching and the way it's molded to radiate around, so it wants to stay in that form around your elbow, because it's typically how your elbow is going to be. It's slightly bent, so is the pad. It makes it just more comfortable. And then running down, you've got good protection. They've kind of, I don't want to say muted or shrunk down in just overall Garrity, the size of their logo right here. They actually say something about it in this. I was reading it. Redesigned low visibility graphic print. So rather than being like super out there and crazy with it and having it lifted up and raised off to get snagged on things or feel uncomfortable under a shirt or jersey, they've kind of brought it down a little bit and just made it more uniform and in line with the pad itself. Let's put this one on. Again, this is a small medium, so a little bit harder for me to get on, but I can get it on all the way up. Another thing I like about these Exalt pads, and they've always done, is the bicep collar cuff. You can see at the top, it's really long, so it actually goes quite far up my bicep itself. And that's where how it gets that good grip on there. If it was a shorter one and then the rubber or silicone right here was riding on the midline of my bicep, it would just want to keep falling off. But since it goes actually over the muscle in my bicep and goes over to the other side where it rounds off again, it holds it up there, which is nice. So nice all the way through here. I love this material. A lot of pads are using it now. When you bend and flex, you don't feel it at all. There's no reason to cut a hole in this bend area right here. It just is comfortable as it is. The protection in the right spot. My elbow is right there. It covers all the way around, so that's good. And then we talked about the thumb hole. Just seems bigger than it needs to be, but I guess maybe they're looking for movement or less restriction in mobility. That's fine. It doesn't feel odd. It just looks odd. And then the large cuff at the bottom right here. I do like these now. A lot of companies are doing this as well, is extending this piece down further than you need to give you protection on the top of your hands without having to wear gloves. So if you wanted to, this is thin enough where you could wear gloves over the top of it. A lot of people do. Sometimes I wear a 2-finger glove over the top, but that's just my preference. But I like that there's that little bit of protection there without having to add something to it. Good elbow pad, nice and lightweight. Again, the trend in paintball lately has been to eliminate excess. So go with what you need. The core, I don't want to say core values, or the core necessities of the equipment is really what they're striving for right now. So not so much over the top. Streamlined, efficient, lightweight, movable, doing a function. And these really hit all those marks. So the tri-layer protection elbow pads, the T3 elbow pads from Exalt, they're brand new. You can get them in black. The black gray is a standard color. But these two right here, the red black and the white black, are exclusive to A&S Gear. So if you like the red ones or the white ones, you can't get them anywhere else. You got to come to us. Maybe it matches your clothes. Maybe you just like the color better. Whatever it happens to be, you won't find them anywhere else but here. So pick them up. T3 elbow pads, brand new from Exalt, available through A&S Gear. Order yours today.